September 27th, 2026. A quiet morning. In a heavily secured building located in the heart of the capital of Tehran, Iran's top leaders were sitting in an important meeting. From the outside, everything was completely normal. The city was going on as usual. But in reality, at that very moment, the eyes of the world's most notorious intelligence agencies were fixed on that building. Because they believed that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was staying there. According to various international sources, the U.S. intelligence agency first detected the movement of unusually high-level people inside the building. The information obtained through long-term surveillance was quickly shared with Israel, and from there, a joint secret operation began, which gradually turned into a full-scale conflict. For months after months of attempts to infiltrate Iran's communication system, satellite surveillance, CCTV camera hacking, and various intelligence analysis were trying to understand the location of various top-level leaders, step by step. The aim was not to attack directly. First, to make sure that the real target was exactly where it was, and Iran believed that its security zone was completely strong. The modern defense system installed throughout the capital and the air defense shield would keep its leaders safe. This was the natural idea. But in this operation, the war began not with weapons, but with information. When every movement of the leaders came under surveillance, then even the most protected place gradually became vulnerable. According to intelligence analysts, this was the most important step of the entire operation. Because if the target was not confirmed, it was never possible to strike. And when it was confirmed that the top leadership of Iran was present at a specific place, only then was the decision taken to proceed to the next step. The people of Tehran still did not know anything. The city was moving at a normal pace, but the war had already begun in the shadows, and history was waiting for its next moment. After the long chapter of secret surveillance ended, the operation entered its most important phase. The initial goal was not to directly kill Khomeini. Rather, to engage Iran's defense system in such a way that it would not have a chance to mount a counterattack at the moment of the actual attack. According to various sources, the initial plan was to temporarily weaken Tehran's airspace before targeting the top leaders. Although Iran had long relied on its powerful air defense system, the radar and defense ring around the capital were seen by Iran as the main shield of its security. Therefore, instead of directly hitting the main target, a misleading joint attack by the U.S. and Israel began. In this way, the defense forces were involved in multiple crises at once. Gradually, an unusual situation began to develop in the skies of Tehran. News of explosions in various places kept the security forces busy, and at that very opportunity, a huge sky operation began. About 200 warplanes from the Israeli and American bases took part in the operation at the same time, which turned the whole incident into a planned and destructive attack. Many people inside the city still did not understand where the real target was. Many dismissed the distant explosion as a limited military tension, but in reality, the range of the attack was gradually narrowing and moving towards Khomeini's secure complex, where all the top leaders of Iran were also present with him. The skies of Tehran were gradually becoming heavy with tension. Although news of explosions began to reach various places in the city, the situation in the secure complex inside the capital was not yet seen as a final crisis. But at this very moment, the most important turn of events was made.
According to the security plan, the leadership was supposed to be in the deepest and most secure shelter, but in reality they were in a relatively shallow underground facility. Perhaps the situation was not considered that serious, or there was no opportunity to change location quickly. But this one decision became a huge opportunity for the attackers. The intelligence collected over a long time began to come together. The analysts were convinced that the target was present at that specific location, and as soon as that confirmed information was received, the operation entered its final phase. The deception attacks across the sky were actually their last preparation, a plan to weaken the defense system before the main strike. Then, in just a few moments, the situation took a terrible turn. The entire area shook with a powerful explosion. The multi-layered security structure began to collapse. and the place that had long been considered impenetrable was reduced to rubble in an instant. Before many of those inside knew it, everything there had changed. Later, many international analysts believed that if they had been in a more deeply fortified shelter, the outcome might have been different. But in modern warfare, decisions are often made in a matter of minutes.